I think we have to retrain ourselves that this isn't replacing us. This isn't replacing our thinking cap. This is really a tool to help us be a little bit more efficient, but it's only a tool. It's not a replacement. And there's an accountability in that of ensuring no hallucinations, ensuring that you're reviewing it for accuracy and editing it as appropriate to accurately depict the encounter.
Yeah. If it goes directly into the EHR, I fear that folks won't read it. They won't look at it because it's a lot to read sometimes. At
Yeah.
least if
So
you're copying it, at least you're copying your overview in it. At least I'm not reading word for word, but I can like spot big time hallucinations.
yeah, and that's actually with the prototype that PCC is creating. It's a kind of a hybrid of that where you'll see what is dictated, and then you can edit it, and then essentially push it into the discrete areas of the chart that you want to. I think it's a good solution that they've come up with that I think will be out this summer. Hopefully, I'm not letting any PCC secrets out, but I think this summer is the plan for starting to have that AI incorporated, at least as an option for clinicians.
So I think one thing you said that's critical, really critical when you're using AI, for me, there's probably three things that are critical. But one is walled off. It's so difficult. If you use ChatGPT or you use Claude or you use Open Evidence, they're pulling information from very different sources. And it's just when you can just tell it, I only want you to look at these 3 articles that I'm reviewing, and I want you to focus on this. And you can wall it off, then you get much tighter production.
And there's different ways depending on what AI agent you're using to be able to do that, whether that's ChatGPT using folders, Gemini using gems, or using even like LM Notebook through Google is a great way to create a walled off. Here's 4 articles. I want you to summarize them and combine them together into a summary. And it doesn't take anything outside those 4 articles within Notebook LM. Right. So there's ways to do it. You just have to know the technology, know the limitations. And then I think to that point, ensuring that it is HIPAA compliant and that you have a BAA that's going to protect you in case of any sort of data breach.
Yeah, Notebook I think is fascinating. It's incredibly powerful.
The one thing I have not been able to find with Notebook, though, and confirm is that it's HIPAA compliant. So Gemini, if you have a HIPAA compliant Google Workspace account, which our organization does, is that HIPAA compliant. However, Notebook LM is not part of that as HIPAA compliant, even though it's walled off. Unless it's changed in the last month, it is not under the privacy agreement for HIPAA compliance within Google Workspace.
In the HIPAA compliant workspace,
if you look at what's considered HIPAA compliant and what's not, it's just like your email within Google Workspace is HIPAA compliant. The email that you send out of your organization is not HIPAA compliant because Google can't verify that it doesn't get intercepted or that the receiving party doesn't have HIPAA compliant processes in place. If you look at fine text as of last month when I finalized, okay, I got to use Gemini, not Notebook LM, because that would have been my preference for these summaries. It's not listed as HIPAA compliant.
Yeah. What I've noticed with the Notebook is in a personal notebook, I can share it with anybody, whatever I want to share. With the workspace version of the LMS, the Google Notebook, I have certain emails that I can share it with. I couldn't share it with Brian Birch at gmail.com, whatever. But
that is a pain. You can't share it. If they're outside your organization, you can't share it.
Yeah.
And you were using Jot Forms too. Are you
still using Jot Forms? Yep, still using Jot Forms for our intake process. Really enjoy that. It works really well. I use it for a few other little things too, but mostly for our new patient intake, prenatal list, etc. And then PCC for my EHR. And then we're still using Spruce, which is our patient communication platform for patient engagement, and absolutely love that.
How are you doing the screening questionnaires, like the ASQs 3s or the Del?
Yeah, we use Chat. Yeah, we use Chattis, which is integrated with PCC, so that gets mailed or emailed out or texted out prior to the patient's appointment. They get a reminder. They log into the PCC portal and complete those questionnaires prior to the appointment. For the families that don't complete it, we just have laminated paper copies in the office that they fill out while they're waiting for their appointment.